What's up, everybody? So we're almost done out here, looking real good. Red's got a few more things to take care of. So wanted to talk to you guys about my experiences of doing this forestry mulching. I'm like a big old kid right now. I'm telling you, boy, this is the funnest stuff ever. But it's a huge learning lesson. Right now, I probably got like approximately like maybe 16 hours forestry mulching and operating a track steer. So everything is a learning experience for me right now. It's even as simple as sitting in the chair the right way inside of the cab. Like the last night and then the first job I did, my back hurt so bad. Like it didn't make any sense how bad my back was hurting, my arms was hurting, because you're fighting a machine, and I got to get used to those things, site prep and figuring out where to start. Like even on this site here, we could have probably got done a lot faster. I probably say we could have shaved off maybe 2-3 hours, but we wanted to do a lot more for the client. Like we did more handwork than probably most people would want to do, trying to get the vines out. Even though some of these trees may or may not come down, we just wanted to make sure we left a good footprint where, hey, those guys did this, I can recommend those guys to do XYZ. But for the most part, me and Red are knocking it out, and I'm really enjoying this. I'm glad I took the risk and the go out with no experience and take what I had and from to my lawn company and make this work. So it's real good going. What else about this? That thing, this ASV, not the easiest thing to transport. It's big, it's heavy, it's back there. I've towed tractors and stuff, but as heavy as this is, and the cutter head, it doesn't make it the easiest thing in the world to get loaded at times, but it works. So on this site, I'd say the hardest thing for me on this site was figuring out where to start and how to start. The first job that we did, it wasn't that bad because it was very obvious what needed to be taken care of from a very clear piece of property. Like all we were doing on that last site was mulching up down trees that was already down. It wasn't any underbrush. So, and then when we got to this site, it's a ton of underbrush, so you can't see anything. Like when I show you videos around of how clear and open it looks right now, well, with all the underbrush, it's completely dark. It's super dark in here. None of the sunlight that you see behind me is actually coming through, so you kind of get lost. I would have never imagined being in this, what it feels like such a small area, to get lost and not kind of know your sense of direction at some point in time. And then it's easy to get off track of what area you were in or what were your last doing. Like you'll say, I want to break this zone down and only focus in this area. The next thing you know, you're clear on the other side of the site and didn't even realize you moved so much further off the line of where you're wanting to be at. And I think once on the next jobs, when we establish our line and, do our handwork, establish our lines, and then come back in, I have a 100% sure understanding of where I'm going to be at. And even if I get turned around, it's nothing big, super complicated to figure out, where I'm at and how to get back over to those areas. Because I just would have never imagined coming in from whatever area that I was in and then getting turned around in this small of a space. But it happened, and it happened several times throughout the job. Safety is a big thing. It's really hard to keep an eye out on red. So when he's out moving around and I'm checking through the rear view, it's like you got to check for where he's at, make sure there's no equipment or anything laying down, because we're still getting used to it, and he doesn't know my approach. I don't know his approach fully yet, so we're learning how to dance together right now. But yeah, I do enjoy this. I really do. Hey, Red, I'm seeing the chain on there. Okay, I didn't know if you just put it on there because you was trying to tell me to go ahead and pull it out. I'm trying to make it something. No, I was gonna go over in this area and get that, because I gotta get this back piece cleaned up. So put it like this. Bet. So let's do this. You keep pulling and getting my area there. I'm gonna mess with this, and then we'll come back, and then I'll drag this on top of the stuff that you got. Okay. Yeah, that's what I was worried about, it cutting and it falling, that little stuff, and then I gotta take all that out to get it, and I don't want to do that. Man, Red, I need a shop that size. I need a shop that size in my backyard. No, I won't, man. You know what I want? I want a real, like, I want a shop long enough to pull a truck and trailer in and not have to disconnect. Like one side, all of our tools and shit like that, and then an area where to fix the equipment. Yeah, and you know, at them auto places when they be having the that little pit that they walk down under so they can get it. Yeah, for changing oil and stuff. I would love to have like a pit that maybe, I'm skinny, so maybe 3 feet wide, 4 feet wide. Then I can get down there so I ain't got to try to jack that stuff up. Wishful think. I don't know. You never know. I got a wife, so. Yeah, that could be it could be in a different state. You never know with me. If I moved out of, if I said, hey, Red, I'm about to go to Georgia, would you go? You would? And I was like, man, I'm taking the ASV, the trucks and stuff, and I'm going to Atlanta to start doing it. All right, I might have to hold you to it. Okay. Y'all hear that right? Red said if I leave this beautiful city, state of Texas, he rolling. You know, and y'all don't realize Red's my ace. He hey, you'll go crazy on that booty out there. Huh? You'll go crazy on that booty out there. Did you feel good about yourself though? you act like it didn't happen. Bring it from mine. Yeah.